This came for you in the mail. So there was this boy. His name was Jake. He had a pretty sweet life. His dad was the CEO of a highly successful business, and his mum was a brain surgeon, so they were pretty loaded. When he was younger, his parents always tried their best to make him happy. Whenever there was a cool new toy out that he wanted, he got it. And that got him a lot of attention from the other kids at school. Everyone wanted to play with his things, and for a while he was completely oblivious to the fact that that was the only reason they liked him, until he got older. He was about 15 when he eventually realized that no one hung out with him unless he had some cool new thing, and it really started to affect him. He had no idea if anyone even liked his personality because everyone just liked him for his family's money. One girl even agreed to be his Valentine one year because she knew she'd get some pretty sweet-ass gifts. When he found that out, he cried for a week. One day he was just walking down the street, and then this random guy just started running down the street and handing out flyers. He was making a huge fuss about it, and then he said that it was for a party on the weekend. And then Jake heard one of the guys say, "Can I bring some of my friends?" And the guy replied to him saying, "Sure, bring all of your friends, this is going to be huge!" And so the guy continued running down the street, handing out flyers and throwing them in the air. One of them landed right in front of Jake's feet. He leaned over and picked it up and just examined it for ages, not sure where his mind was going with this. The morning before the party, his parents told him that they were going to a business meeting in Chicago and it would take the entire weekend. They said they'd be on their way to the airport by the time he got home from school. It was then that Jake thought to himself, "I'm going to that party." That night when he came home from school, he was about to walk out the door to go to the party, still dressed in his formal tailor-made black suit that he had gotten made. Then thought to himself, "Why am I wearing this? I'm not going to some fancy dinner party with my parents. I'm not going to some business meeting where everyone's supposed to have all this ridiculous etiquette and everyone has to be polite and everyone just comes up to me saying, 'Oh, so you're the boss's son, how's it feel?' Like, I'm going to a rebel party with no rules and where anything goes and nobody will know who I am. And nobody will judge me for my money because they won't know that I have money." So he quickly got changed and put on a loose flannel indie type t-shirt, some baggy pants that he always hid from his parents, some torn Converse shoes and his old baseball cap that he put on backwards. Then he walked out the door, got in his car and drove to that party. He was as prepared as he could ever be. He was prepared for some questions that people might ask. He was even prepared. He even knew what to say if someone recognized him. But what actually happened at that party, he was not ready for.